Good morning, and big news coming in from the West Indies, even as England won the toss and decided to bat against India in the fourth and the final test match at Ahmedabad's Narendra Modi Stadium. Lot has happened in the first T20I between West Indies and Sri Lanka. A hat trick and six sixes in an over. Somebody who's become only the third man in international cricket to achieve this feat. But before we go into the details of what happened in an intriguing and a bizarre T20I down in the West Indies, here's a quick look at why you should download the Hausa app.
क्या आप भी किसी अपने सपने मेरे तुम्हारे टीम 11 पे टीम बना रहे हो और बच्चों के साथ खेल रहे हो? हमारे साथ खेलोगे? हाउस पे खेलो लेजेंड्स के साथ. हमें हराओ और जीतो डबल कैश. Log on to houseit.com and win real cash.
Right. Now, what happened in Sri Lanka and why do I sound so excited so early in the morning? Because of this strange T20I game. Now, Sri Lanka scored 131 for 9 of the 20 overs, and the West Indies got off to a great start from Lionel Simmons and Evan Lewis. Now, Sri Lankan bowler Akila Dhananjaya struck back with a hat trick. What did he do? In only his second over, he removed Evan Lewis, Chris Gale, and Nicholas Pooran. It looked like Sri Lanka could still make a match out of it after a strong start from the West Indies. But Kieron Pollard had other plans. Kieron Pollard has obviously played for Mumbai Indians ever since the inception of the IPL. He's a terrific short format cricketer. He comes in and spoils the party for Akila Dhananjaya, who took a hat trick. In his third over, Kieron Pollard hit Akila for 6 sixes in an over. That meant Pollard became only the third man in international cricket to do this. Of course, Herschel Gibbs had done that in the 2007 ODI World Cup. Yuvraj Singh famously hit Stuart Broad for 6 sixes in a T20I World Cup in 2007. Almost 14 years later, Kieron Pollard does the same. Absolutely remarkable feat that from this West Indian legend. And spare a thought for Akila Dhananjaya. He went for about 60 odd runs in his spell after. It looked like he could keep Sri Lanka in the game with that sensational hat trick. It's that kind of a game. The T20I format just takes an over to change fortunes. And remember, just in his previous over, he took that hat trick. It looked like he could keep the Sri Lankans in the game, and Kieron Pollard comes in and changes the dynamics with 6 sixes. So Yuvraj Singh has company, and he has great company in that list of men who have hit 6 sixes in an over in T20 internationals. Absolutely sensational stuff. That is why we love the game. That is why we love the shortest format. All these formats have their own charm, don't they? Test cricket, challenging conditions, sometimes difficult for batsmen to score runs, sometimes it's difficult for bowlers to take wickets. And in T20I cricket, you saw both sides of the spectrum. A bowler taking a hat trick and another batsman coming in and hitting 6 sixes. So that was just absolutely the perfect T20I from a fan's point of view, from a fan's perspective. Of course, in Ahmedabad, like I said, England have won the toss. They decided to bat, and for India, Akshar Patel struck straight away to snare Dom Sibley, the English opener. Again, incidentally, he got out to a straighter one from Akshar Patel. Remember, we have been telling you 21 of those 30 wickets to fall in the third test match in Ahmedabad fell to straight delivery. So it is a great start for India again. They're looking to win this test match, of course. A 3-1 victory a series victory will ensure India reach the final of the World Test Championship and take on New Zealand at Lords. Even a draw in that, for that matter, will ensure a place in the final for India. England will, of course, look to end the series on a high after starting with an emphatic victory in the first test in Chennai. They've made a couple of changes. Joe Root will be looking to lead from the front and help England restore some pride at the end of their subcontinental tour. They started off with 2 victories in Sri Lanka, came to India, beat India in Chennai. Remarkable feat that, before India bounced back sensationally in the second test in Chennai and the third test, the day-night test in Ahmedabad. That's all that we have for you right now, but there'll be plenty more through the day. Of course, we'll come back. We'll analyze the first day of the final test between India and England. We'll keep bringing you lots of snippets, video, stats, analysis through the course of this day and through the course of the next week as India and England battle it out in the series finale. Thank you so much for joining us on this morning segment, and please do not forget to download the House app and do not forget to subscribe to Sports Today.